Hey guys, great to see you. Type in Hey Teacher Raf in YouTube, come to my channel, go to the About section, scroll down, see the 4 links, bottom right link, support small business. Once you hit that, donate anything above 10 bucks and I'll send you my newest Ultimate Adventure Guide because I want you to feel excited, exhilarated. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Teacher Raf. This is Twilight Zone episode 122. And before I get started, I just want to say that this video is for informational, educational, and/or entertainment purposes as a disclaimer. I will not be naming names. I will just be describing people, perhaps by nicknames or initials. But the point is we are living in a very strange environment. So I want to talk about some very strange abstract idea that I remember from many, many years ago. And I wanted to share this a few months ago, but some other news story kept popping up. So I figured I would share the news story because it was a little bit more current. And because I don't really have any proof or evidence, it's all based on one little piece of information I read a very, very long time ago. We're talking maybe 2 decades or more, okay? So I want to say that a long time ago, I read a very strange theory, and it stuck with me. And this was very early on when I was very interested in figuring out what these puzzle pieces that I've been seeing really meant. And back then, there was this information that stated that in the late 90s, W received information, I think from probably his dad or somebody higher up in the hierarchy, that it was almost time to change the pace of this agenda that has been going on for however long, millennia, whatever. And they wanted to make it faster, more assertive. They wanted to get information out faster, and they wanted to get their plans out faster for the next century, if that makes sense. Because in the late 90s, they were culminating to start a new century to kick off plans that would end up where we are today. So the reason I'm talking about this is because one of these things that I read was that they were going to send crumbs, little droplets of facts or illumination, as you may, little truth crumbs, right? That these entities, these hierarchies, these people were in existence, and they were in power, and they were in charge, and they were really in control. So these little crumbs that they were allowing the public to slowly look up and find, if they were conscious of it, and if they were searching for it, people would be able to find this information. That started, I believe, right at the turn of the century. I'm guessing at the turn of the century. And so it leads me to believe that one of these agendas was to awaken the public slowly to the giant below ground that's ruling the world. Does that make sense? So when today there are all of these people speaking about this great awakening and all of these slogans that have been manufactured, and perhaps they're all being misled, and perhaps they're all being routed down a rabbit hole, but not for the reason that they think, right? They're always thinking, A defeats B. It's a competition. But perhaps there is no real competition. Perhaps it's just part of the agenda that I happened to stumble upon, luckily, many, many, many years ago. And that agenda is just another crumb of truth to lift the veil another centimeter. Slowly lifting the veil, slowly, 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 until this underground giant is no longer underground. It's right in front of everyone's eyes, and they can't do anything about it. So this isn't my theory. Again, this is something I read many years ago, and I always wondered why that would be. And perhaps it's not what everyone thinks it's going to be. And that's kind of a scary thought. So that's all I wanted to say, because I've been looking and reading about a lot of information, and a lot of people are slowly looking into things and becoming, I guess, educated or awakened, whatever you want to say. But my question is, for what reason is this knowledge being just now sprinkled on the public? You know, and it's not just sprinkled, it's being shoveled onto the people that are actually looking. There's great quantities of it all of a sudden. And people have their theories, but I personally, I'm not sure if I buy into any of those theories, because I think the powers that be have laid plans decades in advance. So there really isn't that much room for error, I think. But you might not want to think the way I do, because it'll be too difficult. It might be a little bit too much, you know. So anyway, well, even despite everything I said, I hope you hit like, I hope you share the link, and I hope you comment. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care. Be safe.
It's now white boy.